I'm gonna get straight to it. If you like what you hear, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe, share, and don't forget to turn on your post notifications. This is the God Triple Ones. Now, I wasn't even gonna drop a second video today because, to be honest, it's been a lot of hectic, crazy things going on in my life. So I still been, speaking from the heart, and I enjoy dropping content and for the truth, and I keep on repeating true supporters for the ones that have positive things to say. But what led me to drop another video right now is I was almost hit today by public servants, aka police officers, and this video is not going to be focused on no type of law enforcement or anything like that. It's going to be linked to this whole spiritual warfare that comes in different forms. Like I said, there's weirdos coming out of nowhere. I try to be at home and shoot content sometimes, and it's like, unfortunately, I've repeated a few times, I live around, different types of people too. And sometimes I feel like the minute I start recording and trying to make something, they're playing loud music, or, you know what I mean? It's always something crazy. So it's like, that's another reason why a lot of times I like to go and move around. And plus I like that anyways. But sometimes I do like to be in a space where I can get some quietness and actually talk with you guys and drop content and go through certain comments and all that. But I'm only bringing awareness to that to say, sometimes I wish I'd be having these cameras going, but I'm not the type that want to throw everything on the camera all the time. Plus, I really believe that a lot of people are more aware of who I am than I think. That could be probably in the areas. And I really appreciate the true support from the ones that's really truly supporting, not the ones that got something negative to say or troll. If that's the position you're gonna play, then I'll use you to fuel the fire for me to keep on going and working harder at achieving my goals, as you should too. To the ones that's going through and that can relate to feeling like you being picked with, like somebody's picking on you, messing with you, abusing their authorities, etc. Like earlier, it was no reason for them to drive that fast. They clearly saw me. It's a wide enough road where you don't have to almost hit somebody or drive that crazy, because it was not no emergency. I knew exactly where they was going. But it just be like, these are the things that us underdog immortals be having to go through. You know what I'm saying? We have to go through a lot of different situations. Everybody's being watched, but they watching us like hawks all the time, wondering what we doing. I get it. I don't walk around with this mask on. I don't drive around with this mask. I don't, jog around with this mask on all the time. So I can get it. You may say, dang, well, you may look suspicious or something to somebody. I don't always look like this. Most of the time when I'm on here. And I do it because, if you have not noticed, I'm the type of person, I don't really like large crowds and being around a bunch of people. So I do it for various reasons. In a job that I'm at, because I don't think I know that I am and could be way more bigger than I am, because I know I'm small time. Starting from the bottom, climbing my way up. And I know it's not going to be easy. They always going to try to make it unfair for us underdog immortals. You know what I'm saying? Enlightened individuals, or whatever you want to label yourself. But if you go through my short feed, you will see. For the ones that may not have seen, it's plenty of interactions with these public servants. You know what I'm saying? And I don't bother people. I stay in my own zone. I try to, I try to just do my own thing to stay out of trouble. But trouble will try to follow you. I do feel like there's some people, like I said, behind the scenes, entities, whatever you want to label them, hoping, talking down on me, hoping I don't succeed, just like they would do to you too. You're not exempt. If you're relating to this video because you are going through these things, and the people that's not, that may be subscribed or whatever, those are the nosy monitoring entities. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, so many different labels and entities and species. This is not for the simple-minded. So I'm always trying to inspire people and be like, look, man, I know I've been through a whole lot. And there's some people in the world I know have been through more than I have. So I never try to act like I had the most hardest life, but a lot of us have had hard lives. The same old typical thing. Mother on drugs, or somebody, passed away, etc. Grandmother raised you, Section 8, food stamps, all of that. The typical, American story for people like us. But I do it for people, whether you look like me, especially if you look like me, or don't. If you came from a struggle and you overcoming things in your life, there's a lot of people that's very successful today. Not like it was different when we was kids. Now it's a whole lot of people succeeding, and all I see is, and I'm gonna be real, is a bunch of bums that don't look like me, that ain't doing nothing with themselves. And then I see my people in certain areas, the ones that used to sit around and smoke all day, they working in the hospitals. They're doing different type of business. My cousin got a tow truck, like a tow trucking type of company that his father left him. You can see the progress, and people seem like they hate to really see us underdog immortals. I label us underdogs immortals because I just think this physical flesh this body goes back to where it come from, but I think this energy is infinite. That's for a whole nother video. But whether people believe it or not, this gang stalking is real. And people hating on people and casting spells and everything else is real too. They try to pretend like that does not happen and it don't exist today. It exists all around us, from signs and symbols and buildings. You know what I'm saying? If you go up to an aerial view, if you was ever all the way in the sky, you can see all type of different designs throughout the earth. There's a lot of hateful entities that prey on underdog immortals, downfalls. But I'm here to tell you, if you in this struggle and you know that you're going to be prosperous, at the end you're going to prevail, you are going to prevail. You got to know it. You got to make sure you stand on all 10 toes. Look adversity in the eye. Don't back down. There are certain things we all fear, but we got to move around with no fear. At least maybe, you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? What's understood? Do I got to say the rest? You know what I mean? So they can keep on trying to hate me, and people that work in buildings and all these different professions, and the people that's holding up their part of their constitution or whatever is going on or however they moving. I don't exist in their world if I don't want to. If I put it in my mind that I'm not a part of what they got going on, I'm not a part of them. But one thing that I know I'm definitely a part of, and it's 100%, no denial, is in this spiritual war. You are great. You are different. You can handle anything that come your way. Triple ones. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications. It's ones.